This video is a little late, but I have gone through with my plan to get into apartment complexes and try and host events there, and it has worked a lot better than I thought. And so I thought I would just share the email that I've been using. Actually, before that, I'll just quickly say this. My initial strategy was I went on, um, I would find the apartments on Google Maps, right? And they would all have a website. The tricky thing is the contact information, they don't really have email as an option for most of the apartments. Like if you click contact us and you click send an email, it like pops up a little window and it says like put in your email, put in your phone number, put in a message, and then it like sends an email to somebody, I don't know where. Those typically were met with a response that says, "Hey, thanks for applying to our apartment." So, um, the email on the website I found out doesn't really work super well. Most of those contact forms on the apartment complex website are for applications. They're not really for like messaging apartment management. I've found a hack around this though, and I think this is helpful for anybody who wants to do this kind of thing in the future. On the apartment complex, you scroll to the very bottom. There's usually a place that said like contact us. I wouldn't go there. I would go to their Facebook link. And if you click on their Facebook profile had an actual email that was like usually the apartment name at something.com. Um, and that's how I've been getting emails. So find apartment on Google Maps, go to their website, then go to their Facebook profile for the apartment complex and get the email from there. And I've sent out a few emails a day, but my hit rate right now, I'm getting like 30-40% replies, which is insane for anybody who hasn't done cold email. If you have a 40% reply rate in cold emails, and this is like interested people, this is not like replies, people saying not interested. Um, this is like 3 to 4 times out of 10, I'm getting people responding back who are interested in chatting. So it's working. It's working really well. And so I thought I would just share. I'll put it somewhere on the screen right now. Just the email that I was using to get responses and the email that's got really good responses. I tweaked these here and there, so this isn't exactly what I've sent to everybody, but I've sent a version of this to basically everybody. Um, Quick tips. I try to keep them really short, so you can see this is 3 lines in the email. Um, Short emails are usually better. It's pretty quick and to the point. So it says, "My name's Miles. My wife and I are sponsoring the socials for the apartment complexes in Utah Valley, and we want to sponsor one for," and I just fill in whoever it's for. Our socials are casual, low maintenance, and we handle all the planning, coordination, setup, cleanup, kind of letting them know. Um, like, if we just said, "Hey, we want to host a social for you guys," that's great. Why should they do it? Because or why should they let us come and do it? It's because it's going to be low effort for them. And then the last line is the call to action. I'm visiting a few apartments in, I just like say the area or the city. And is this a bad time to swing by the office and show you our plan? Uh, I phrase it that way just because of the Never Split the Difference book. I forget the author of that book, but the guy said, always try and phrase things so that people feel okay saying no. Um, and so this is how he usually phrases the thing. His examples in there is like, is this a bad time? Instead of saying, can I come by, this week to show you my plan? I said, is this a bad week? Is this week a bad week to come by? People say, well, no, it's not a bad week. Thursday might work or whatever. Um, this email is probably not great. There's probably things that I could do. The more I read this, I actually would trim the "my name is Miles." I would just jump even to it even faster and say, like, "Hi, my wife and I are sponsoring free socials for apartment complexes in Utah Valley, blah blah blah." So this is definitely not perfect, but um, I think the point is, it doesn't take a lot of effort for this kind of thing. It just takes knowing the positioning and being able to get the emails. So I'm getting emails fairly easily. It's just go on Google Maps, find an apartment complex, um, get on their Facebook, and then get their email. And then the email itself is not that hard. just quickly tell people what you're doing and why they should be interested in it. And for us, it's I don't really have to explain the fact that they want to do socials because every apartment complex wants to do socials. The reason they don't is because of the headache it is. So I'm basically saying, hey, this thing that you want to do, I'm gonna come do it for free, and it's gonna be no cost to you guys. So uh, I think that messaging is really landing, and people are reading the email and they're getting interested. So quick update there. I'm gonna keep sending these out, but the plan is I think I have my first event a week from this Saturday on May 24th. Uh, and then I'm just going to try and get more from there. I've got a meeting on Friday with an apartment complex or a property manager over a complex. And then there's three properties just north of me that I'm really interested in getting at because they're pretty big properties. They've got pools, a good place to set up. Um, and it would be really good to have three really big complexes let us just show up and host things. Um, but yeah, I'll probably do another update once I host the first event. I'm sure I'm going to learn a ton after hosting these, and my plans will probably change after I start doing these. But yeah, this is what I'm doing right now, and it seems to be working. So hopefully this helps somebody else. With that, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next video.